Hey everybody, Scott here for the Helix channel. It's Thursday and today I'm going to take a deep dive into yesterday's Name That Riff preset for the song, spoiler, Dr. Stein, they pronounce it Stein, by Helloween from 1988. So yeah, nobody else can win. Just the people that won the preset or won the Name That Riff can win it at this point. So it has been spoiled. But it will be part of a future preset package. So you got that going for you. I'm going to delve into the amp model, the overdrive, what I'm doing with the EQ and the compression to get that sound. Shall we? All right, here we are at the Helix. Now this one's got some gate happening. It's got a throaty wah, and I have set the position to go from 8% to 92%. I don't want too much bottom end or too much top end, and I've adjusted the low and the high accordingly to also aid in that. You'll hear it when I do the wah-wah, or the wah lead snapshot. This particular preset has 4 snapshots: crunch, wah lead, delay lead, and a bright lead, because there's a bunch of different lead sounds on this song. Kinky boost is happening, not at the moment. The amp is the Line 6 2204 mod, and let me play you a little bit of just the amp with the IRs and the bit of reverb, so you can get an idea of what this sounds like just by itself. Pretty cool, but doesn't sound like the song necessarily. That's where the EQ comes in. Now, I'm doing a bunch of removal of bottom end and a ton of 1K. Sorry about all the light. There's just no way for me to darken this room. I'm removing some top end. Now let's give her a listen after the, well, let's just play it and then kick it on. Pretty cool. It does a ton of the heavy lifting as far as the overall sound. I'm removing almost all the bass, almost all the mids to achieve that as well. And then the other stuff going on with the amp, the master's right there, the bias. When I go to the leads, you'll see that the master jumps up, the bias jumps up. The gain jumps up a bit from 5.5 to 6.2. That also happens on the Kinky boost, and good stuff. Now what else is going on here? The other thing is the compression. Now, if you listen to this sound with the compression off then on, you'll see what's up. It just focuses the sound, and to me, just really delivers on that that kind of tone. The IRs are my usual IR, my custom. What do you call it? I don't know what you call it. The Marshall 1982. The screen's getting darker because it's actually getting darker in the room. It's that time of day. I've set the low cuts to remove a bunch of bottom end as well. Normally, I would have my low cuts on a regular sound between 120 hertz and about 150 hertz. I've raised that to remove bottom end on both of them. So this is what's going on with the crunch snapshot. When we go to the wah lead, see some things change. The wah comes on, obviously. I also get an extra reverb on the bottom, which is a plate. And I'll play a little bit of that. I can't really play much with the wah, because I have to do it with my hand because it's on a stand. Then there's the delay lead. The delay lead turns off the wah, turns off this reverb, brings in the delay, which is set to the tap tempo, and then quarter note, And then finally, we have the bright lead. The bright lead, I think, is most of the guitar solo. And it's got some bright reverb happening due to this reverb being added with a higher decay and higher mix. Pretty freaking sweet. All of these elements add up to a very cool sound. Very cool song. But the main reason for the season on this one is the EQ removing a ton of mid-range and bottom end. Just really delivers that kind of sound. And if you want a Pantera kind of sound, this is a great way to go. Just set your EQ like this. Maybe add some 2K and some 4K, because he had kind of a bright top end. I'm removing some 4K. I could also remove 2K if I wanted to, but this sounds fine. There you go, everybody. How the sausage is made on this one. And normally you don't want that. I used to work in a meat market in 1984. I was a senior in high school, and I used a high-pressure water hose to clean up blood and guts. This was Wisconsin, so deer season was a goddamn apocalypse of blood and organs. Anyway, they did have a fun slogan, though. Dick's Meat Market. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat. Yep. I had to take about 10 of those jackets and hand them out to people in my high school. Because how could you not? So anyway, don't forget, you can still pre-order the Punk Rock Volume 1 preset package. I'm going to be finishing it tomorrow, because today got away from me. I forgot that I had a personal trainer session this morning. I'm working out. I'm getting back into shape for the upcoming Y&T tour. So I just want to not have tendonitis. That's my goal. And to not be winded after a 16-hour day. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm going to shoot for it. And you can get the Plasticare acrylic shield. Go on my website. There's a link below. Go to the homepage, and then you can order it there. Good times. So I'll see you tomorrow with something. Well, definitely the last punk preset, but maybe something extra. You don't know. I will see you tomorrow. And until then, rock on.